mean, there's so much you can do. It's just super exciting. But the date archives, they're the bane of a technical SEO's existence. It's like you're telling the search engines that page gets worse in importance over time, right? So
Yeah.
that's what you're telling them.
And Google sees like, all right, cool, this is no good. I'm not going to show you up in rankings. I'm going to send you less traffic. And it's like, no, this is like the worst thing I could do for my site.
I'll give you a fun anecdote. Imagine that on a site that had content since 1997, right? Like you talk about M&As, it's bringing back all these funny horror stories. But I had a date archive that had pages that were 36 levels deep. And we call them one-on-ones. They have one link from one page, one link from one page, one link from one route. So you got one link from one page, the paginated page 36. That's the only place you got to link to this page. Now, do you possibly think that's going to get traffic? So then the tail wags the dog. If you're the person who's monitoring the analytics, you think, oh, all this old content's behalf. But it's really because it's all hidden. And so you actually start to create, bias that old content's worse because of the structure of your site, or because you don't maintain it, or because you don't keep your clusters up to date, or because you don't update links. You publish new and you link back, but you never go back and update your links to point forward. I mean, these are the most common mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's what I look for when I'm trying to evaluate a site, right? If I'm trying to evaluate a site for upside, someone who never goes back and updates posts is the first thing I can.
Yeah, it's scary to think that what you said is like you've got these 36 pages linked to one another, and there's only like, I guess you can see it's like there's only one door, but to get to that door, to that next piece of content, you got to go through this crazy maze to get there. And you're never gonna, like, the chances you find in that piece of content is zero, almost zero.